I'm going to challenge, I'm going to destroy, and I'm going to assassinate a notion that a lot of us have grown up with, which is experience is the best teacher. So it's time for me to tell you the truth. The truth is this: experience is the worst teacher. Yes, you heard it. Experience does not serve you, it hurts you. Most people go through life and their journey in business believing that experience is the best teacher. But let me tell you an observation that I have made and a perspective which I think will help you understand why I believe that it's the other way around. Think about it, especially in business when we take action towards our big goals and things do not work out the way we want them to, such an experience can be devastating. Now here is where the mistake begins. Most people take such experiences where things do not go as per their plan and then they end up saying, I learned from my experience. And what follows is catastrophic thinking and actions where they reduce the size of their goals and play small and claim wisdom in doing so by saying, I learned from my experiences. I find this behavior fascinating. How can one claim wisdom by choosing to play small? How can one claim wisdom by actually reducing the size of their goals? But people feel convinced that their experience has taught them and made them wiser. Hear me loud and clear, my friends. If you are reducing the size of your goals based on your failures, then your experience is not teaching you. Your experience is actually scaring you and limiting you. Your experience is creating fear inside you, and you cover up that fear acting like you are enlightened by saying, I learned from my experiences. If you want to overcome this trap of being limited by your experiences, then I want you to listen to me carefully in today's episode. There is a difference between learning and limiting. When you reduce the size of your goals, you are limiting yourself. Learning would mean to not change the goals, but to change the approach. Only when you change the approach, when you alter the strategy, when you upgrade the skills and knowledge, then can you achieve the goals. Most people don't understand that. And even if they do, they don't do anything about it and claim that they are learning from their experiences and end up allowing that failure to make them play smaller. According to me, there is only one way of learning. Not reducing the size of your goals and continuing to play big and bold by changing your approach. And one cannot change their approach just by deciding to do so. One has to upgrade their knowledge, their mindset, and acquire new skills by learning from experts, by learning from people who have been there and done that. And today, such experts are accessible to everyone. You can access experts through their books, through their social media posts, through their seminars and events, or through their mentoring or coaching programs. This is where most people back off because they want stuff for free. Well, all I say to such people that if you're not willing to invest in your education, if you're not willing to pay the price, then you will pay a larger price by not growing out of your challenges and limitations. Learning is an investment. Robert Kiyosaki, the famous author of the book Rich Dad, Poor Dad, once said that the highest return of investment does not come from investing in property. It does not even come from investing in the stock market. It does not come from investing in mutual funds or in commodities. The highest return on investment comes from learning. Because when you invest in learning, you enhance your ability to earn. And most people miss this point and they look at learning as an expense and they avoid it. They sit in their comfort zone and start lying to themselves saying, look, I'm learning from my experiences. Well, you are not learning, my friend. You're limiting yourself based on your experiences. Now, some people have a skeptical point of view when it comes to investing in learning. They argue by saying, but look at Steve Jobs, look at Bill Gates, look at Kiran Mazumdar-Shaw, look at Narayan Murthy, look at the Ambanis, look at the Jeff Bezos of the world. These people don't attend seminars, but they made it in life. They don't have paid mentors, but they made it in life. Well, let me tell you this. You don't know about the learning habits of these people. You don't know about the books they read or the mentors they consult. Yes, they may not be sitting in seminars, and I truly believe this when I say it. 10% of geniuses of the world will be successful whether they invest in learning or not. I am very clear. I am not a part of the 10% geniuses. But my desire for growth is so strong, so I constantly learn from mentors and coaches and become successful. If you feel you are a part of the 10% geniuses, then good for you. You should be doing well for yourself and you should be on your way to becoming the next big thing in your space. But if you're already not on your way to becoming the next big thing, then confess. Be honest with yourself and submit to learning. Identify the areas where you need to acquire knowledge. Identify the areas where you need to upgrade your skills. Identify role models who've been there and done that, and invest in learning from such people. On a closing note, so that you have the right perspective on what I said, let me share a small instance with you. I once met a student who was an aspiring entrepreneur. He was doing nothing and I asked him to take up internships and work with startups to gather some experience. My chat with him was right after my talk where I spoke about how experiences limit us. So he told me, "You just said on stage, experience is the worst teacher. And now you're asking me to go gather some experience by working in startups." So I'm clarifying to all of you what I clarified to him. The use of the word experience is different in this context. Exploring new experiences to learn from is great, but allowing experiences to dictate your beliefs and the size of your goals is not healthy. So remember, my friends, experience is the best teacher is a lie. The truth is, experience is the worst teacher because it limits us. The key is to learn from people who have achieved what you want to achieve. So start your learning journey, leave your limiting journey, and take action